Okay.
How can I remember those moments, sweetheart?
We haven't had one of these moments in a while.
Tell me if there's a man who can make a man.
Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at more Gear Strive, as it is Friday, and we're going to be looking at a song called Let Me Carve Your Way, which is Zato's theme, which has been requested quite a few times, so we're getting around to this song right now by requested a few times by a few different people. But yeah, let's get straight into it now. Obviously this is Guilty Gear, so I'm expecting some sort of madness to commence with whatever this song is going to be. Before we get into it, just so you know, if you're new here, how we do things is we're going to listen to the song all the way through without stopping, and then we'll go over the song again afterwards, and then we'll stop and start and talk about stuff after that. But before we get into the reaction, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. It helps me out an absolute ton. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so if you can push through and get us to 2,000, that would be amazing. Also, leave a comment as well of the songs you want to hear, and tell me about this as well, because I haven't played this game before, so I don't know anything about Zato or whatever this is, so and it'll be quite interesting. And also follow my stream on Twitch as well, link in the description. But having said all of that, let's get straight into the reaction. As I was saying, Guilty Gear looks a bit creepy, looks a bit strange, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to write some notes down as well during the reaction too, so let's see what we get with Let Me Carve Your Way, from the Zato's theme from Guilty Gear Strive in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Oh, that's filth. Okay. Wow, okay, that's really interesting. Okay, okay. Alright, man. Woo. Oh, this is really weird. Oh.
Slide piles into the footprints behind. Don't forget to respect for pain. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning gain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Vanish into dark. Future now and past. Vanish into dark. When it all mixes up. Vanish into dark. It's the sweet smell of death. Vanish into dark. Triple hope never speaks out. Path to liberty.
Oh, nice.
Confess the sky. The broken world will cry for humanity. I once had some sweet memories. Each world remains all the same.
Okay.
How can I remember those moments, sweetheart?
We haven't had one of these moments in a while.
Tell me if there's a man who can make anything. Give me the tools to live in the past. It's all gone down so deep I can't see anymore. It's not the way to go. Let me carve your way. I'm a shadow always with you.
What the fuck was that? Oh, for God's sake. Hold on. Right, I'm gonna talk about that ending when we get to it. When I'll talk about the ending when we react to it again. That is, you know, for the past few weeks we've been doing Guilty Gear songs. We've done really good songs, but we've done songs that have kind of kept the same sort of theme throughout. And it's been a while since we've had a moment where, you know, it completely changes genres at the end of the song or in the middle of the song. So it's nice we have that back this week. Just a complete surprise at the end of it again. But there's a huge amount in this song. Like, so many artistic choices done to create a certain theme for this character, which we're going to talk about right now. So let's go straight back to the start. And let's go through what I noticed. So, like, immediately you've got this kind of, like, wind instrument, sound, do, 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 do. And then you've got this, like, minor riff, like, which is really, like, uncomfortable. It's like, weird, it's creepy. It's already kind of starting to give that supernatural kind of theme straight away. Yeah, and then we go straight into the guitar, and it's just absolutely filthy. Like, the tone they managed to get is just so massive, so massive. And then you've got kind of like the weird kind of bends with quite a lot of vibrato on it going over the top of the guitar right now. Because again, that's sort of like, it's ghostly, it's ghouls, it's weird. This character's quite clearly, you know, some sort of ghost, like necromancer type kind of vibe that I'm getting from it. this is so interesting, right? Because you've got this vocal that's got this massive effect on it, so it's really pulled down in the track, like, you know, in normal, you know, Western or whatever kind of music you want to say. The vocal sits on top of everything else because it's what tells the theme, it's what tells the story, it's what is the most engaging thing to listen to in a mix, typically. But this sits right underneath, and you've got this really, really heavy playing, and you've got this like really pained voice, and it's almost like it's like it's separated. It's like it shouldn't be there, and it's like it's not really paying attention to the rapidness of the instrument sitting on top. I think there's a little bit more. Let's listen to a bit more. Yeah, and it almost feels like this bit at the start should have been on the end, where you had all of the grand instruments coming in on the musical theatre style performing. So it's like, where has this come from? And it starts with the "I once had sweet memories." So it's almost like the song starts from a place of like eternal torment or eternal pain, internal pain, I should say. From within, and it doesn't quite mix with what's going on the outside. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's the inner dialogue, and what's on the outside is very aggressive and very dark and very, very heavy. That's really, really cool. Really, really cool. And it's like, it was such, like, when I first heard it through the first time, like, it sounded almost as if it wasn't even in time, and it is in time, but it's just like, because it's not fitting in with the theme of the main instruments that you hear, it sounds so odd. It sounds so strange, like it doesn't quite fit. It sounds kind of like really quite jazzy in a way. But let's carry on. Let's carry on. I also like how we go from that kind of, from what I'm interpreting, that kind of inner pain or inner turmoil, straight into the chorus, and we're going straight into "Vanish into Dark," which is obviously the main phrase that they want you to remember, which is why they repeat it so much. And it's like, what was the words? What was it? Oh, where was it? There's no good or bad in there. And it's like, I lost my mind. So it's kind of going into that kind of theme, like this person is awoken, but they're kind of, I guess maybe they're kind of possessed, or they're kind of running on instinct, they're kind of animalistic. But there is like a purity in their past, is what I'm kind of getting through the interpretation anyway.
It is hopelessness filled by the light.
That's nice as well. Just the raising of the kind of chromatic, just a little very simple chromatic riff, just to kind of like, just as you're ascending, it kind of raises the stakes, it raises the tension of it, and also because you're going up by semitone through every note, it gives that kind of uncomfortable feeling as well. Because you're hitting the semitones, or the half steps. Excuse me. So yeah, it's just really uncomfortable, and that's kind of what you want in a song where it's all about, you know, ghosts and demons and things like that. It's very much, it fits the theme really well.
Desire, a piece of dreams, is here for out on the edge of the world. And then after that, will that dream
And also, like, if you notice when it sings dark from Vanish into Dark, there's like this kind of ghoulish like choir underneath it, kind of filling underneath the vocal. Kind of feels like maybe it's these kind of ghostly creatures that are with this person. That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, drown in pain, I lose my mind. There's no good or bad in there. It's kind of like he's a vessel almost. Maybe a vessel of a greater power. And I like how the verse is all very punky. You know, it's although the instruments are much heavier than what you get in punk music. Like the delivery of the vocal is just very aggressive, very, you know, punchy, and very unapologetic. So it's kind of very punky in that sense. Let's keep going. So, obviously we've got this breakdown, guitar like riff of the main motif, which again is like that minor thing that I was talking about right at the start. It's all like uncomfortable and strange, creepy. And then you got these strings just underneath it, and they're slowly ascending as well, which again it's like, raising the tension. You know, it's just lifting up, and we know that we're about to build something quite significant in the music now. And I like as well that, you know, we have that build up and we go into that really heavy, really filthy riff, like the really filthy breakdown, I should say, before we head back into it. And we've got that drive, and it's kind of got like a vocal effect on it that sounds almost demonic, which makes a lot of sense. And the song feels more aggressive now. It feels like we've taken it up another gear.
Don't forget to respect for pain. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there. Drowning pain, I lose my mind. There's no good about in there.
And you can hear, even in that drowning pain, I lose my mind, there's no good about in there, which is now even more demonic, is now even crazier. Before it was just him, or just them, I should say, saying it. And now there's loads of different voices layered on top of it, and they're not, all the other voices that are layered on top of it aren't quite singing it perfectly in time with each other. It's all a bit messy, it's all a bit strange, it's all, you know, it's kind of like the demons within trying to get out kind of feeling that I'm getting from that. So it's really nice, nice choices in you know, how the song progresses. It's really cool.
The sky, the broken world will cry for humanity.
Okay, so when we had that last bit before, and it kind of felt that the broken world, yeah, and stuff like that, because it kind of switched up a bit and it felt a bit more heroic, and it felt in the way that the song was done and delivered, and I just knew something was going to happen around now. I knew something was going to happen around now, and I wasn't surprised. Well, I was surprised. I was still surprised.
I once had some sweet memory.
Is that what these things are right at the start? Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So what I said does make sense. So now in a monologue that we had at the start, which was repressed by the demons, which we've now had throughout. Where's my mouse? From here to like this section in the song. Now we're getting what is going on inside. Now we're getting what's actually going on inside this character's head. And this is who this person actually is. So let's hear about this.
Each world remains all the same. How can I remember those moments, sweetheart? Tell me, tell me.
All right. Before we go into that crazy stuff at the end, so in the way that the vocals delivered, it's all very, it's kind of groany. It's pain. It's just this eternal pain, and this person now is singing is pouring their heart out, what their emotions actually are. And before, many songs that have had moments like this from Guilty Gear before, I've said, reminds me of a musical theatre ending, and it does remind me of a musical theatre ending, but I've had many comments that tell me that, you know, the people who write this music really are massive fans of Queen, and that makes such a huge amount of sense when you hear these music breaks in these operatic, kind of massively epic and grand musical transitions. That's just Queen. It's just Queen all over, and I'm a massive fan of Queen, and I'm a massive fan of this, but let's keep going. And give me the tools to live in the past. It's all gone down so deep I can't see anymore. So he wants to go back to what his life was like before he was possessed, but he's now in so deep that he can't even see himself anymore. That's kind of what I'm interpreting from it.
If that's not the way to go.
It's such a beautiful ending as well. It's so nice. It's so grand. It's just, as I say, it's Queen. It's huge. It's opera. It's rock opera. And another brilliant song. Like, I think this has to go up there with one of the best ones in the soundtrack so far. Simply because, and maybe might not be. I mean, musically, I enjoy everything that we listen to, but maybe musically you don't enjoy this. Maybe heavy metal music or things like that. But in terms of delivering a theme that tells a story, and bear in mind, I've not played this game, I don't know anything about these characters. But for me to be able to kind of get such a sense and knowledge of this character through just the music alone speaks volumes to the composers. It's just a phenomenal work, as per usual. We come to expect that from these songs now. But anyway, what do you think of this song? Let me know in the comments below. Anything that you like that I didn't talk about, let me know in the comments below as well, and let me know what you want to see next. Put those in the comments too. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel as well, follow my stream. But having said all of that, thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.